It's you, Doc. You're up. Ah, you go on, go on. I've got to sort my hair out. It was. I've just fucking got it under my headset now. Let's have a look. What? Your hair?
And this is for a bird with big wings. Eagle putt coming up.
Alright, let's have a look at this. Oh, god damn. Oh, way too fucking far over. What am I doing?
Oh, I feel for you. That eagle would have been sensational. And 6 feet to go. And that one will go for birdie. Okay, give this one a tap and we will mosey on our way. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do.
He looked disappointed on me, my player did.
And currently 1 under for the day.
Got to the green and fucking lose it.
Par 4 for this one. And hopefully this one's nice and safe in the fairway. Okay, let's see what she does off the tee.
Fuck are you doing, Doc? Your character's legs just constantly moving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. More further. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
second shot here on the second.
Come on, baby.
Come on, get right.
I'll take that.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna do just nicely.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like they convicted him of manslaughter,
Yeah.
second degree murder,
And then
and third degree murder or something.
no, it was like unintentional, something unintentional, and he's guilty on all charges. How can he be guilty on all charges if you're saying the cunt's guilty and then say it's unintentional death? But then the next thing you're saying third degree, like yeah, this I didn't understand that. You're right, I didn't understand shit of that.
She putts for birdie.
But to be honest,
Because it looks to me like they just went for the highest charge.
yeah,
I mean, I would see why they would charge him with different shit, but with murder, you look like they would just pick. I mean, that seems. I mean, like I say, I'm no murder trial lawyer.
yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't know a lot about it, and in all honesty, I'm glad that I don't know a lot about it, because if I knew a lot about it, that means I'm on
8 feet
one of
to
the
the
sides.
cup.
Do you know what I mean? Well, and I don't want to be on either side of that courtroom. I don't want to, fuck that. I don't want to be defending no one for murder. I don't want to be fucking defended for murder. I don't. I never want to be in that position. And like I say, that's the reason that it's a good idea that I don't have a
Pretty
gun.
good.
Because if
That
I had a
one
gun,
drops,
Doc,
and that's your
I
second
would do some.
birdie in a
I'm
row, the
telling you,
makings of a streak, perhaps.
I know that I'd just. It wouldn't take much for me to sit there, drink a litre of Jack Daniels, and go
3
fucking
feet to
Johnny
go
Rambo
here.
on the world. You know what I mean? I couldn't do that.
Yeah, and that one's right in the cup.
But now insight,
Still
like
at
it's
2 under
like
par after that one.
I understand the geezer shouldn't have did what he did, but in the same instance, what did George do to be in that position to start with? I understand he shouldn't have knelt on him, and I'm not saying
Clean
that
up on
any
hole
of that
number
is
3.
agreeable, and yeah, I get that. But now the justice system is like, what's a copper? The cop, a white police officer arresting a black male now in America is gonna be absolutely shitting themselves. They're not going to want to arrest him from now on. They're going to just,
Nice, pure swing, great stuff.
hang on, I don't want to fucking be heavy-handed. I don't want to be another George Floyd thing,
Well, see, that's the problem with this whole thing.
All right, let's see how she plays this one.
The problem is with the media being the way it is, you only know one side of the story and one side about how people feel about it. You don't like. There's nobody on mainstream anything. Like I've never, I don't watch the news anymore. Out of bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming there was no media out going, well, the cop may have used excessive force, but he damn sure didn't murder the man. I
Yeah.
haven't heard anything that took up for the police officer. See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
everything I heard was motherfucker killed him.
Yeah, what he did was bad. What he did was bad. He did, yeah. But like I say, I'm not saying that
This one's heading to the fairway,
what the copper did was fair, because we're all saying that it was bad, and it was. Like the man knelt on the geezer. The man obviously knew something was wrong when the geezer stopped moving. If you've got your knee on somebody's neck for that long, you know when that motherfucker's moving or not. I don't care how you know that, but the rest of the system now is going to be on their fucking back foot all the time, thinking, can we do this? Can we not do this? What do we do now? Human rights and all this shit. How heavy-handed is heavy-handed allowed to be?
Let's see what she does from 100 yards out here.
The one thing I do got to say, because right after we quit watching that, one thing,
Yep.
I was listening to some commentary on it, and they brought up about how that dude had broke into that house, like the woman,
And put
held a gun to her stomach.
the pregnant lady, yeah.
Or some shit, right?
Yeah.
So, look, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not picking sides. Like I say, I don't have a dog in the race.
Yeah.
Make it fuck with me. Wouldn't have to be one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, same to me.
I still got to pay my own bills, like that guy said. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with me. But all I'm saying is, if I've got your ID and I'm a police officer, and I see you've got a laundry list of shit that are violent and involving weapons,
Oh yeah.
it ain't about, like you can sit here and go hindsight's 2020. Well, should he have laid on that guy? I don't think he should have. Not with the other police officer.
But should that dude have put a gun to that woman's?
He's not on trial for that because he's dead. But the cop, should he have done it? Probably not. What knowledge he's got? I mean, if you're a cop, you're going to operate
Yeah.
going,
Do me a
I wonder if I should protect
yeah.
myself.
Do
See what I'm saying?
do me a favour, please, Doc.
Yeah.
Could you share your voice? Oh my
And
God!
they have holed this one out.
What a
Good
shot
work.
that was. Yeah, you're not sharing your voice. Someone's just come in and said they can only hear me.
Okay, here's our third
So it
shot.
sounds like I'm having a one-sided argument.
Let's see. Am I sharing it on my stream even? Maybe that's why I've been doing so good in those here.
Right, let me check my stream again. Hang on. Right.
All right, drop this on in and save your power.
Right, let me check my stream again. Right, say something, Doc.
All right, drop this on in and save your power.
Right, let me check my stream again. Right, say something, Doc.
All right, drop this on in and save your power.
Nah. Yep. I'm not sure. Party settings, yeah. Or
we needed in there for power.
broadcast settings. No, it can't be broadcast settings.
And after that, you're 2 under.
In there for broadcast settings. No, it can't be broadcast settings. Right, I'm gonna check your stream, see if your voice is working. Yeah, say something, Doc. No, you're not streaming on yours, are you? Yeah, say something, Doc. Oh, you are. You are.
Hello.
Yeah, you are.
Goddamn menu right now.
You're not streaming on yours, are you? Oh, you are. You are.
Because I'm stuck in a goddamn menu right now trying to figure out.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Sound like a mean motherfucker.
You definitely are. Oh, this mic's too loud on mine. You can hear me breathing and shit, man. Oh, this mic's too loud on mine. You can hear me breathing and shit, man. Oh, this mic's too loud on mine. You can hear me breathing and shit, man.
All right, now see if you can hear me on you.
Yeah.
All right, now see if you can hear me on you.
Yeah, got you, Doc. You're there.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Dr. Subtone.
And they've chosen the pitching wedge.
Now, anyway, since you interrupted me,
Yeah,
I don't
sorry,
even know what the fuck I was talking
We're
about.
talking
I'll be
about
back.
George
I'm getting
Floyd.
the dab now. Get
Oh,
the beer.
you hit that dab and get a beer.
Oh,
But yeah, that
see.
it was that George Floyd who was
Stop.
saying.
I'm going. Oh, okay. Yeah. Keep it entertaining, man.
Yeah. It was the George Floyd. Doc was having his opinion. You know, he's saying
And please, Bob,
he's
would you
on the
consider
fence.
kicking
It's
right?
nothing to do with him. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter either way what happens to him with this George Floyd thing. But the geezer wasn't a nice
Great
geezer.
work. Nice approach
You
on
know,
that one.
he was a bad dude, breaking into people's houses and putting guns to people's bellies with pregnant. You know, that's some raw shit, man.
This is like you need one of those popcorn gifs. She's so far away from the cup. Who knows what's gonna go down?
Oh, that's my Jerry's. But yeah, if you're watching the stream, George Floyd, the copper that was on trial, he's been found guilty, and he's probably in a world of pain right now. But so's George Floyd's family. Some crazy shit. People screaming and dancing in the streets. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. Just waiting on Doc to get back.
God, I ain't fucking with that shit.
Yeah. Have you done that dab?
Yeah, and I've got too much up in it and fucking spilled it right on my hand. Burnt shit out of my finger.
Shit. See, that's why there's nothing better than just getting a proper weed, because, like,
Yeah.
it's just natural, isn't it?
Here's what you're looking
That
at
shit
for birdie.
just grows like that.
Yeah, it's one of them things I had never tried. I tried that. And yeah, they'll just have a big fat sack of weed.
But you dab it, yeah. But like, so it's I'm understanding that it's like basically when you like when you're around a grow and that, and you've been trimming it and you're doing all that sort of stuff, you get this stuff. You usually wear gloves, like, and if you don't wear gloves, like, and your hands are really clean, what you can do is, if you've done that without gloves on and your hands were clean, so like you can rub it all off your fingers, and like it turns into like chalice. We used to call it chalice, and like you'd say, it was just like the harshest shit in the world, but it would absolutely blast your head off. But it was like, yeah, but it was I can understand. That's why I think that dab's like, as soon as you hit it, you want to cough your lungs out.
Oh, this one's
actually, it's when you blow it out. When you hit it, you really don't even know you're hitting it.
Yep.
And then you blow it out, you're like,
oh. She's working with you. See how she does.
Like when you're trying to blow it out.
yeah, you're like, yeah, I fucked up.
Ka-ching. Doc's on the green.
And
One,
this
I
is a
think.
tough call. Not sure where this will go.
On the green in one. Nice.
Hey, I'll tell you another problem. I'm talking about all these cops fucking shit up like that. It's the way they've made the law on them fuckers. It was like this one dude, man.
Here's our second shot.
He was a state trooper, and he had he liked tattoos and shit.
Yeah.
And that's where I heard it. I was at a tattoo parlor getting a tattoo, and he was in there, and it'd been like 3-5 years before this.
Yeah.
And the people locally remembered what had happened. And I was like, I don't know what the hell happened.
Right by the hole, isn't it?
Long story short, he went to this guy's house. I wish I could remember what it's for now.
Long for a putt.
But it wasn't for nothing crazy. It was like a damn didn't show up to court for a traffic ticket or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Or I don't. Yeah, it was something simple. But them two got into it, and the guy pulled out a shotgun and started shooting at him. The cop, and so he got away as good as best he could and started shooting back at him, and he shot him.
Yeah.
I think he shot him while he was running, and downed him.
Yeah.
You know, like cops.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say it outright, but he's like, I didn't. He goes, I stopped him.
Yep.
Well, he didn't kill him or nothing. He just like shot him in the fucking thigh or something. Or
Yeah.
in the hip, like through the hip or something. And, it put him down right away, and he didn't shoot no more. Well, he arrested him and everything, and they charged him and all that. And he got sentenced for, I forget now, assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer, some shit like that. And then that motherfucker come back, and when he was down there, that's what he's telling me. This is how the story got started. He's like, well, I'm going through a damn lawsuit now. The guy he shot, the cop, the guy the cop shot, was getting sued by that guy.
What?
Yeah. I don't know whatever come of it, if he won it or not. I don't think the guy who got shot
Right
did.
by the
But
hole.
Yeah, he's probably.
he was just like, that's why they. He goes, that's the problem right there. He goes, hell, you don't kill them, they'll come sue your ass.
Yeah, he's probably fucking. He's probably crippled him with some shit in there or something. He'll probably win it as well
Right now you
after
are
that
at
trial
4
today.
under
I just,
par for the day.
I just think, yeah, I think the copper's bad for what he did. I don't think he intentionally killed the man. I don't think that was his MO for that day, to go out and intentionally kill that geezer. I don't think he should be
Hole
trolled
number
with
6.
like whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like what like intentionally doing it, because I don't think he did. But you
Come
know,
on now, give
someone
us a nice
died
little
at the end of the
fairway
day, and
lie.
they need to make an example of him, don't they?
All right, she looks like she's ready to go. Let's see what she does off the tee here.
Well, I mean, let's be realistic. Because this is something I mean, I'll be honest with you. This shit about the cops doing shit. There's been a lot more egregious cases than this one. There really has been.
Yeah.
That nothing's happened other than they might have got fired. But I'm talking about didn't even get charged with nothing. Like you watch the guy at the hotel and about the BB gun thing. If you watch that shit, you'll be disgusted.
What was that about?
Well, this guy was an exterminator.
Yeah.
And now, granted, hindsight's 20/20. When I look back and think about when this happened, it ain't no damn wonder cops were on high alert.
Yeah.
But I won't tell you about the time it happened, so that way nothing will just
nothing will sway me.
take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, this guy was an exterminator. He was staying at a hotel. I can't remember if he was working for the hotel or working for houses in the area.
Yep.
He must have been something near there because he was shooting a pellet rifle, mind
Yep.
you, not a gun.
Yeah, pellet
rifle.
Yeah.
Down somewhere, either near a house, by the hotel, or on the hotel property.
Yeah.
Point was, he had the damn pellet rifle because he was a goddamn exterminator, and that's what the fuck he was doing, right?
75 yards out.
Well, somebody seen him, and they called the cops, and I guess just because they didn't know what the fuck was going on. Not like people at the hotel, like bystander. And, well, the cops come, a little bit wired up, but they knock on the door. His old lady comes to the door. She's like, what's going on? And the cops just kind of freak out right from the get-go.
Yeah.
So finally they get her. They're like, get over here and all that. I mean, they got fucking AR-15s, man. I'm not talking about just pistols. They're in a hotel hallway with AR-15s, like 10 of these cops.
Yeah.
And the woman's like, what in the, Jesus fucking Christ, crying and everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, crawl over here. And they're telling her all this shit. And she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they arrest her. And then fucking he comes out, and I guess he'd probably been 10 beers in the wind, but he was like, but he wasn't fucking like being crazy.
Yeah.
And they tell him to get on the ground, then lay on his belly,
14 feet.
and then get on his hands I mean, they just tortured the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then they pretty much just executed him.
Well, they killed him.
Yeah.
What?
And you want to hear the fucked up part about it?
Yeah.
It was just the one cop. All of them should have been fired. But you can see the guy had nothing on him. They could arrest him the same way they did the lady, his old lady.
And they just got executed him.
Yeah, the cop kept telling him to do shit, and he kept moving. Yeah. And he's like, if you move, I'll kill you, motherfucker. I mean, if you watch it, you'll be disgusted. I don't know why this guy wasn't charged.
Did you ever hear? Oh, fuck! Did you ever hear about the geezer in England that was like just after we had them train bombings and all that shit. There was like people were like bombed on trains and yeah. Well, basically, like this geezer was running for the train, right? And he had a backpack on. He didn't speak English in that. He was like, he was brown skinned, light brown skinned. You know what I mean? And he was running. And someone thought he was a terrorist or something. And basically, it was just random geezer He was just from Brazil, didn't speak English, and that was running for the train. MI5, like I don't know if it's MI5 or armed police are chasing him, but they pinned him down and fucking like because he had a puffer jacket on and his backpack. They kneeled on his shoulders and shot him in the head. Boom, 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 boom. So he couldn't like blow anyone up, and he didn't have nothing. Yeah, just because the geezer couldn't speak English and he looked a little bit like this other geezer. Honestly, true story that is.
Here, let's pop this in the fairway.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I think the copper got away with it as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they did.
Well, to be honest, it sounds like he was, you know, we just had all these train bombings. There's a random geezer running onto a train and that.
Well, you know how the fuckers are fucked up, don't you?
Yeah.
Because if you killed somebody like that and you got it wrong, and then you keep doing that same job, that just goes to show you what kind of a crooked motherfucker you are.
Yeah.
Whether you get away with it or not, that's not the point. If I went after somebody and I done what you just said and I had the wrong guy, I'd probably cash myself out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was
if
just
I got it wrong.
He was just a student. It was in all the pain.
Yeah, there damn sure ain't no way I'd go back to work. I don't even know if I'd keep living. I'd probably blow my own damn brains out if I fucked up like that.
Yeah, that would.
But that sick fuck that did that, he's probably still working there. You know what I'm saying? Coming in the morning laughing his ass off, drinking coffee and shit. Fucking sack of shit.
Yep.
And that putt drops.
And that putt drops. And my 4 under as well.
And this one is for the bird.
I mean, hey, I ain't saying that. I don't think they're all bad, but by God, one bad one is too fucking many. That's one too many.
But it's just a position of power. That's why I think it's better that our police haven't got guns, because you know what I mean. You're not really pulling people. We have got guns. We've got armed police and that. Don't get me wrong in that. And they're moody as fuck. You know, undercover cars and that, can't tell the cars.
Well, they probably think they're pretty cool in England having a gun. You know what I mean?
Oh, my kids, like, I remember when
they think they're like badasses or some shit. Like, yeah, we got 9mm.
No, but now they're
MP5.
Now they're carrying they used to have MP5s, but they've got like AR-15s or something now. Like my kids saw them, and because my kids were really into Call of Duty at the time. My son was like, Dad, that's one of the... And he told me what gun it was, and we went over and spoke to the police, and I was like, is it alright if you stand, like, have a picture with you and that? He's like, yeah, sweet. You don't get to see it, that's what I mean, but they're a bit of like... When you see them in England, it's a bit like... It's a bit scary, because you know what I mean?
Exotic.
We don't see them all the time, but you're just numb to it, because you see him probably like a copper like every day with a fucking gun on his hip.
Okay.
I see regular people every day with a gun on their head.
Yeah, so you're numb to it, like, but to us it's like, whoa, that'd be like, what the fuck?
I'd probably be one of them if I could keep extra money. But every time I get a gun, I end up having to sell the damn thing.
Here on hole number 8.
That's too much money to just be walking around with on your sides, you know.
How much are they?
Well, the last one I sold, I paid... Well, I can't remember what I paid, because when I bought a special holster and some clips.
Yeah.
A couple boxes of ammo, but when I sold the gun and just the clips, actually I think I sold everything to them. I think I sold it all for $500. But I think the gun by itself though was like $450, but I originally bought it.
Yeah, but
I probably spent $600 buying fucking bullshit for it.
$450 is nothing. To have the power of life and death in your hand.
I got the power of life and death in my hand. I got two hands still, I ain't crippled.
Yeah, no, but a gun is a hell of a lot easier to end somebody's days. You can just bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do shit. Well, you've just got to move your one finger.
You know, to hear people say that pisses me off. It really does, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're that big a pussy, you need to go out back right now and hang yourself up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's
like.
And
I've said this before. If I thought you deserved to die because from rage, I ain't gonna shoot you. And if I thought you deserved to die for justification, well, you have your due process.
All right, this one's for...
But all this shit of, you know, I ain't got. I mean, like I say, any motherfucker that can't handle themselves no better than that, just go on somewhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If you ain't got no more self-control than that, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Go walk off in the woods somewhere and die.
Yeah, but that's what happens to people, and that's where you get all these mad, like, people, weirdos shooting each other in, like, mad countries and that, because they do get, because they've got the option to just be able to pick up a gun and go bang, bang, bang. Do you know what I mean? And then take their own head off or something, or die at the police hands. You know what I mean? They can't shoot themselves because they could.
My point is, just because you got the option, I mean, there shouldn't have to be a law, because the law ain't gonna do nothing. It should be your damn character. Just like I said, if heroin's legal and you can buy it at every store, that don't mean you got to go fucking start shooting up heroin.
Oh no, yeah, but it would create a pandemic though of people fucking that have got the option to do that.
Let it. If people are that fucking dumb, I say let them fucking do it. We'd be better off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then
get them the fuck out of here now. Get all the retards out of the way.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But if you made shit like that legal, then there's so much shit that can go wrong. Just think of the crimes. Think of the spike in crime rates of people getting mugged and robbed and have burglaries, just so people can afford to pay for that fix.
Fuck all that. You know what keeps me from doing everything?
Self-control.
Bad. Character, yes. Self-control. That's it.
Yep. I see. Yeah, I know.
You can't legislate that. You got to teach that. You got to raise a kid that way. You know what I mean? I didn't get this way from nature. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of nature, a little bit of nurture. You see what I'm saying? But
yeah. Well, I used to teach my kids. Like my kids were so polite, and they used to say, "What do manners cost? Manners don't cost a penny." You know what I mean? It takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile.
She's looking at a 17-foot putt.
So if you're a grumpy fucker, you're putting a lot of effort into that face. You know.
Oh yeah. But what you're saying about people is not wrong. I understand that.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't. You know, I wish
there
was something that.
Oh, lovely.
And the eagle putt drops.
But it's like, because I know for a fact if there was guns over here, the spike of fucking like people just like shooting at each other, and you know what I mean, gangs, and there is.
Well, it's community.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a homeless person where you live?
Yeah.
Okay, you would never see that where I live.
Nice. That's
because they wouldn't allow it to happen. Like you'd help a brother out, sort of thing.
There's a bunch of different ways, but yeah, you just wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying somebody's gonna go murder them. That's not like go murder all. That's not what I'm saying. I mean,
bum fights. Yeah.
Yeah, no crazy. I don't mean they're gonna do a bunch of crazy shit with all the bums, man. I know there ain't no bums there. Y'all are hunting men over there because you got bored with deer. Yeah, we've been shipping them over from LA for 20 years now.
It's a sport.
We got a fucking 7,500 acre ranch. Kanye just got into it. He picked up one out in Montana. We're going to fly out there next fall.
That was a film. What film was that? And it had Ice-T in it.
That was a great movie.
Do you know the film I'm on about? And they
yeah, I do. Yeah, I watched it the night it came out on HBO. I remember to this day watching that movie.
And he kills them with the quad bike as well. Like I remember that was the best bit. Like he did something to the quad bike, so when he started it, it went like it just blew the fucking petrol tank up.
So a nice drive out on this one.
And he blocks.
What was the name of that fucking movie?
I can't remember. It was a brilliant movie though, wasn't it? It was something that weren't Run, something Run. I'm going to Google it because it's doing my...
Yeah, Google it. I'll know it when I hear it.
Let's have a
Ice... What is it? Ice-T. Ice-T film.
Nah, he was in the second one, wasn't he?
No, it was the first one. Ice-T films. Let's look at all of them. As soon as I see it.
You talking about the one that came out in the early 90s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got to find this. Fuck me, he's been in a lot of
Here's a
films, you
second
know.
shot on the 10th.
Yeah, Ice-T don't fuck around. He's working all the time, man. He's never not been doing something. Think about it.
Yeah.
Well, in America, he's been on TV doing something ever since he was rapping. Like, as soon as he stopped making music, he was like on Law and Order for 20 years or some shit.
Do you know what? I can't even find it. Do you know what? It's not even there. It's one of them little like side films or something. Ice-T film Hunted.
The movie where they hunt homeless people. Just type that in.
Ice-T movie where Ice-T movie where they hunt homeless. Surviving the Game.
That's it. That's it. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Fucking brilliant that was, that film.
That's an awesome fucking movie for the day, wasn't it? Well, I can tell you why it's awesome, because I still remember the first time I saw it. That's how good it was.
It was brilliant. I remember how he killed them all and stuff. And then, do you remember he was teaching him about the gun? And then, like in the end, he comes, like, one of the blokes comes back to the streets and finds him, and he goes to shoot him, and the bullet backfires, and the fucking because the chamber's blocked.
With he had a sucker in it or something.
Yeah.
Like they stuck a lollipop down the barrel of the gun or some shit.
Something mad, didn't they?
Something weird. Yeah, I remember it was something.
Yeah.
Because it showed the inside of the barrel in that scene. Didn't it?
Yeah. And there was
which was pretty cool back then.
Yeah. That was like, whoa! That film was sick.
Yeah, because it done that cutaway. It's like, you didn't check the muzzle or something.
Yeah, you didn't check the barrel. And that was the thing that he taught Ice-T as well.
Yeah, and it went whoom, and then it zoomed into the gun. And this was like 92. When that movie come out? What's it say?
94.
94, yeah.
Is it 94 or 96? Let me just check again. 94, yeah. Surviving the Game.
Well done.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
You know, I've watched that and I've asked so many people if they've ever seen it, and like British people, and they've been like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And it was such a fucking sick film as well, and the acting's good.
Well, you know what's cool?
Mm.
If you've seen it, you're gonna remember you saw it. If you saw it when it came out and you're our age, like if you just said, "You ever see Surviving the Game?" I'd be like, "Oh yeah." I just couldn't remember the name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I just told you the old plot line without even knowing the name.
Oh, it's a great film. I loved it.
Like and subscribe if you've seen Surviving the Game.
Yeah. Surviving the Game. It is like, it was weird. It probably doesn't. It's probably not very good now, but back a day, like Doc says, it was on top, wasn't it?
Oh, wonderfully struck.
Well, let's see. 94, we'd have been what, 13 years old or something?
Yeah. Oh, hang on, 84. 94 would have been 10.
All right, so you're 10, 11 years old, and you watch Surviving the Game. You're gonna be like, this movie is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah. Do you know what else? I used to love? And at first, when I first saw it, I was a bit scared, and because I was a kid. But then I loved it, and I couldn't stop watching it. You remember Tremors?
Oh yeah.
That was fucking insane. But as a kid,
I love the first one. The first one's awesome.
The first one, that's the only one you can watch. The second one and third, they're just good, just ridiculous. But they go to that mad couple's house and they've got all them guns and that.
Yeah, played by Reba McEntire. Fancy don't let me down. She's in there fucking packing heat.
He throws him the elephant gun.
Okay, they're going with the pitch.
Yeah.
The shot's coming in nicely.
That was a fucking brilliant film, that was.
What are the odds she's got
Kevin Bacon was in that, wasn't he? Was it Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon. Yeah, Kevin Bacon was in it. Fucking that one guy, you've seen him 100 times. I can't think of his name. Not doing too good with names today. But.
Oh yeah, the geezer that played like his character, like his partner, like Kevin Bacon's
Yeah, his
partner.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the geezer. Who was the geezer? He reminded me of Burt
No potential.
Burt Reynolds. Who's that geezer that was fucking smoking?
Well, his name was Bert in the movie. The guy, the husband of Reba McEntire.
Yeah. He looked like fucking Burt Reynolds. That was it, Burt Reynolds.
And his name was Bert in the movie.
No way.
This putt's tracking.
I love it when they go and get that, and then they go and get the fucking the bulldozer, and they're trying to move everyone in that trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was great. It was such a cool film.
Man, the 90s, maybe it was just my love for the time, but it seemed like there was like non-stop good movies coming out you wanted to see. Like,
Yeah.
there ain't nothing I want to see comes out anymore, it don't seem like. Well, I guess because everything's that fucking DC comic book thing. But.
It's the only thing that is any decent to watch is like has already been seen, or fucking
Yeah, it's already been made.
or it goes on to something like I started watching what was that Boardwalk Empire, and after about the first series, it was just like, this is shit. What the fuck is this? Yeah.
I get burnt out on all of them.
I started watching. I got into The Walking Dead. I was properly into The Walking Dead, and then that Neekum, whatever the geezer's name was, the evil motherfucker came into it, and I just didn't watch it after that. I thought, fuck this. I ain't into like series at the moment. I just watch YouTube. All I do. That's all I do. You got no adverts, and if you have got an advert, what does it last 10 seconds?
I don't care. I'll go take a piss while it's on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I can carry on taking the shit, 'cause I'll be on the toilet watching it.
Okay, about.
I think I quit watching Walking Dead when that blonde girl got shot.
When who got shot?
You know, the one Daryl was kind of messing around with, the young blonde girl? Remember she got shot at the hospital?
The hospital?
Yeah, it was like the end of season probably 5, I guess. I don't think I watched it after
Nicely
that.
done on the green.
I can't remember what blonde girl. I stopped at like season 7, either 7 or 9. I can't remember, but I can't remember that.
She was one of the original, I think.
Choosing the 6 iron here.
I'd remember it if I saw it again, blatantly.
She might have been the hot chick's sister, or something, little sister maybe.
Oh, I can't
Maggie or whatever. Well, did you watch the fucking show or not?
Yeah,
but that much time
who was that short-haired woman that used to hang around with Daryl?
The old lady?
Yeah. Was that
I don't
Sue
remember
or
her
something?
name. Something like that. It's been a long time.
I don't remember the blonde girl with him. I remember his brother. I even remember his brother.
I remember Daryl and Rick, to be honest with you. As far as characters' names go.
I just think when that Neekum would just like come in and it killed off some of my favourite characters, like with a baseball bat, most ruthless thing I've ever seen on a TV program. Get him? Yeah.
Well played.
I stopped watching it. It was a bit brutal. I loved the program until that. I watched that, and it was like, bro, that's a bit. I can't watch that. Some geezer's head mashed up into like, and then eat one geezer so hard, he's like skull fractures, and his eye pops out. And it's like, what the fuck am I watching, man? Yeah, there's nothing really. I mean, the best thing I've watched on Netflix recently was fucking Castaway, and that's only because they've recently added it to the British one.
And your score is currently 9 under par.
It took a hell of an actor to pull that movie off, didn't it?
Which movie?
Castaway.
Castaway, oh, mate, that was absolutely just nothing. Not talking to anyone for like how many hours? Like 2 hours of the film or some shit.
Was that not good? How they pulled that off? You know,
amazing.
First time I watched it, I said, if you'd have told me you was going to make a movie like this, I'd been like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Need to sit.
Yeah, but
then if it didn't work.
Have you seen Phone Box?
Probably. They have Colin Farrell or something in it.
Yep. And he's just in a phone box for the whole film. It's just one, you know what I mean? It's just they pulled that.
I mean, you're talking apples and shit.
Broker, it looks like.
I like that film. And that black dude with the dodgy eye.
And they're going with the pitching wedge.
Oh, hang on, my phone's ringing. One sec. Hello?
10 under if you can sink this.
What does he think? I'm fucking retarded. I can hear it.
Yo, Doc, I gotta go. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Cool.